Hey yo, what is going on, viewers of the tube? My name is Tyler, and let me introduce you to the channel that has some of the best channel build-up in the industry, but always ends the episode with a surprise. Kind of like this Japanese piano player. You know our flight of the furious feline. It's time for Chico Crypto. Well, what do you know? Yesterday was a day ripe with manipulation, high emotions, and some people losing every single dime. Pulling out yesterday's 24-hour chart, things were so bullish to begin the day. Bitcoin was pushing up towards 10,500, and then a massive sell-off, dropping the price $300 to under 10,200. Then as things looked like they were going to fall off a cliff, BTC dropped another $100 in 4 hours. Then another single candle, right back up to about 10,350, immediately followed by a single candle down to 10,250. And as of shooting this video, BTC started to deflate again. And guess who made out like bandits during that time, a short 12-hour period? A couple of leverage traders on the exchanges, but the damn exchanges did. Long liquidations over 45 million in just 12 hours. In the past 7 days has been oh so profitable for these exchanges, taking as much BTC from the leverage trading noobs as possible. While the YouTubers they watch, they promote those people to get on the exchange to leverage, and they make a percentage of the money those people lost. Binance, BitMex, and Bybit pays the best in the industry. Now, all of this data I'm showing is from BitMex only, not including every other centralized leverage exchange out there. Over the past 7 days, short liquidations has topped $119 million, and long liquidations has topped $131 million. $250 million has been liquidated in the past 7 days, just on BitMex. And pulling out this dot plot from Skew, you can see the anomalies that came from both buy, aka long liquidations, and sell, aka short liquidations. Tighter dot plot, the less manipulation. Dots that seem out of place, like late in the day on February 11th, or more recently, show manipulated markets. But that is only BTC. What about XRP? Well, as we know, earlier in the month on February 3rd, Arthur Hayes, CEO of BitMex, announced they would be adding a USD XRP pair on the exchange to leverage with. Is it called Ripple XRP or dog poop? Who knows? Who cares? It's worth more than zero, so it's time to trade the USD pair on BitMex. Booyakasha.
Booyakasha. Booyakasha, right? In the Queen's English, right? Means like, hear me now, both selector, swallow back, holla, big up yourself, everything irie, coming at you like Cleopatra, coming the back of the bus, recognize, represent, keep it real, diggity check yourself before you wreck yourself, swallow back.
Well, the Ali G, the XRP army was ecstatic. Oh, the liquidity. Booyakasha.
Booyakasha.
Well, yesterday, XRP was the victim of a flash crash on BitMex, dipping it from above 32 cents to around 13 in one single candle. There were reports that this was a glitch in BitMex and wouldn't affect any traders. But then a Mark de Koning tweeted this, which got massive traction. WTF, freak you BitMex, this is really not okay. My stop didn't trigger and my entire BitMex account is fudging gone. Freak you. Who is to blame for this? Well, the blame can be put on everyone. The trader should have never been on BitMex in the first place, playing with 100x leverage, with his entire savings in a single trade. That right there is plain out about as risky as it gets. But BitMex should not be allowing pairs on their exchanges that do not have the liquidity to prevent this type of manipulation by the whales. As we can see, the XRP contract is calculated by 3 exchanges. 45% weight between Bitstamp and Kraken, and Coinbase holds 55% of the weight when calculating the XRP price. And if we go to the volume for XRP, the first exchange calculating the price on BitMex is all the way down at exchange number 33 for volume. Coinbase with only 55 million. Then Kraken at 59 with only 21 million. Kraken again with 14 million. And finally Bitstamp with another 14 million. Combined, these three exchanges make up 104 million in volume. Well, let's just go to CoinGecko and see how much BitMex XRP futures volume is right now. Over 246 million. How in the bejesus can you calculate the price when your exchange has over 2.5x the volume of what you calculate off of? Has crypto gone crazy? I think so, because most likely the whales that pulled this off are friends of Arthur, and they planned this all along. As Arthur tweeted after the mess on XRP, this: cripple the shorts. Pro tip, the buy and sell buttons are both equally profitable, regardless of whether or not you're trading a turd. Ouch. But it wasn't only the leverage trading exchanges that went wonky yesterday. The biggest spot exchange in the world, Binance, went down when Bitcoin, XRP, and everything started to fall. Our cryptocurrency had this post on the front page before Binance bots downvoted it into oblivion. Careful on Binance. Order book lag, no funds error messages, with people tweeting videos of the order books glitching out, and people announcing to CZ that they cannot sell. What the hell? And this little short story tells you everything you need to know about King Scumbag CZ. A Mr. Whale tweeted, hearing reports that many people are experiencing problems buying and selling on Binance right now. At CZ Binance, how do you expect to be the leading crypto exchange if your trading function is completely broken during high volatility? Which is a valid question. Right away, CZ just blocks him. Never can he take any type of criticism. Which, if you have seen what is going on recently with Binance, you understand why the exchange went down. Binance is running out of USDT to loan these leveraged traders. Jacob Canfield tweeted about this, with some good advice, but at the same time acting like it was a good thing. A moment of sobriety. Bitcoin dominance is approaching key support, and we are seeing USDT loans running out on Binance. I give this maybe a couple more days, but I would recommend at least moving up stops or locking in some profit. Keep killing it, guys. Then this article explains it well. Binance is running out of Tether USDT loans for longs, which is weird because right when this article came out from BN Crypto, February 12th, Binance tweeted this: Binance futures traders are currently long BTC USDT overall on the daily time frame. Top traders are defined as the top 20% of traders by margin balance. Trade Binance futures with up to 125x leverage here. Well, they had to shut down the exchange for nearly 24 hours, as even in the morning yesterday, CZ tweeted it was still having trouble. Parts of the system are still struggling to keep up with the high traffic, giving so many updates per day. Not all parts of the system have been live tested under this load. I guess the good news is there is very high, sustained demand. Dude, he is such a liar, as we don't have nearly the amount of traders as the 2017 Parabolia, which went into 2018, of which Binance was a major part of. It's easy to see, just go to Google search trends for Binance.com. Does it even look close to as in demand as back then? And we can confirm this even more, going to Alexa site rankings for Binance.com. They're currently ranked most popular number 2014 globally, and even the chart we can see popularity has been crashing over the past 90 days, since November. But CZ, he forgets that the internet likes to remember things. Using Wayback Machine and their Alexa ranking in May of 2018, they were number 402. More popular, more trading, yet it stays up back then. Less popular, less trading, it goes down. Let me give you the full picture of what is going on. All the crypto on centralized exchanges like Binance are fractionally backed by Tether USDT, which is fractionally backed by Bank USD, which is fractionally backed by Fed USD. Ain't this sweet?
First they're sour, then they're sweet.
Well, let's do the reverse and get sour. Binance, remember how they were registered in Malta? Back in 2018, they announced after getting the boot from Japan, they were moving to Malta. Even Bloomberg covered this in March. The company, founded last year in Hong Kong, you mean China, is planning to open an office in Malta. Chief Executive Officer Zhao Changpeng said in an interview, Binance will soon start a fiat crypto exchange on the European island nation and is close to securing a deal with local banks that can provide access to deposits and withdrawals, he said. Without providing a time frame, we are very confident we will announce a banking partnership there soon, Zhao said. Malta is very progressive when it comes to crypto and fintech. Well, who were they in talks with from the government? Well, the Prime Minister Joseph Muscat tweeted this around the same time as that article. Welcome to Malta. At Binance, we aim to be the global trailblazers in the regulation of blockchain-based businesses and the jurisdiction of quality and choice for the world-class fintech companies. Well, just like I said over a month ago in a very special video, Binance is about to be banished from Malta. In that video, I showed how Joseph Muscat was involved with the car-bombing murder of a whistleblowing journalist on corruption in the European state and further, being one of the original journalists in the Panama paper leaks. Let's just watch this short clip on why Daphne was taken out.
But how did the Daphne Caruana Galizia case bring down the Maltese government? It all began in 2016 when the journalist started looking into the Maltese connections in the Panama Papers. The tax evasion scandal named several people close to the Prime Minister.
At the center of this storm of scandal, there are three companies set up in Panama, one by the Prime Minister's Chief of Staff and one by the Prime Minister's closest cabinet minister. The scandal has increased recently because of the discovery of who owns the other company.
Well, the city of Malta was in an uproar, as it was obvious her murder was a political hit job. Joseph Muscat, just last month, was forced to resign, and Robert Abella, their new PM, has taken over, and he is demanding truth into the murder of Daphne, and a top priority of his, to fight corruption. Joseph Muscat was CZ and Binance's ticket to Malta, but they had another one, Malta's now former president, Marie-Louise. As you can see her sandwiched in between Joseph and his closest cabinet member, the one Daphne exposed in that video clip shown earlier. Well, Marie is still on Binance's charity board as the chair. Good luck. Well, I understand why they keep her around. She is an elite, being spotted multiple times with the Queen of England and family. But like predicted, Binance isn't in Malta anymore. They had to get their booties out of there once connections fell apart. And Decrypt Media broke it down, where they currently are. Binance's real headquarters are in the Cayman Islands. In the article, they state Binance has two homes, Cayman and Seychelles, the money laundering, tax evading havens of this world, which they confirmed by corporate linkage documentation and the address used when registering Binance trademarks. So Binance will most likely be losing major European growth potential, and operations there will be disrupted, as the EU has already stated it will be putting the Cayman Islands, a British overseas territory, on a blacklist of tax havens, just 2 weeks after Britain's withdrawal from the trading bloc. So, Decrypt talked to Binance's Chief Growth Officer, Ted Lin, and he said this: "We have offices in Malta for customer service and some compliance people there, but it's not the headquarters per se. It's the spiritual headquarters. It's a name that people think about when they think about Binance." Well, no one has seen the Binance office in Malta physically. No one has seen a single employee working. It's fake. It's baloney. Just like when CZ tweeted about it in October of 2018. 6 months after announcing it was their new home. There was only a TV. And Binance's new home is a place it can continue to launder some more, the Seychelles and Caymans. But the boot out of Malta is a good thing, as Binance, before the Joseph Muscat mess, was attempting to open a bank in Malta. The European Union just might have been saved from a world of crypto corruption that would have eventually made Tether and BitMex and crypto capital look like peanuts. Cheers. I'll see you next time.